Hey y'all, welcome to the Filling Station. It's a new day, another opportunity. I always say to either make money in the market or to just learn from the market. But let me go ahead and give my disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor. I just enjoy teaching people how to build generational wealth. And yes, the stock market is just one of those avenues. So this video is for educational purposes only. With that being said, let's get started. So we are looking at the VIX. As you can see, y'all, the VIX has hit a 1720 pre-market, and we had this level mark, which is interesting, right? So where are our trouble places? It seems to be trading in this zone here between that 1720 area and $17 area. So as of right now, it looks like, looking at it on this 30-minute chart, that our 5 and 50 wants to cross. Is that going to be an upside cross, or is it going to give us, a pivot back to the downside? That's something to be mindful of, right? So where are our trouble places for the VIX? It's that 1721 or 1720 area. Beyond that, we'll have trouble around 1737. Again, at 1755. If we break that 1755, we can come back to the 1790 and find trouble somewhere in that area. Now, that's to the upside. Now, to the downside, if by chance we break under the $17 level, just know we have the 20 EMA right here, and we could very well, if we break that level, 1688 is going to be a trouble place. Again, at 1680, under 1680, 1672, under 1672, 1663, 1655, and this 1641 area. If we break the 1641, we can come back and retest this low of 1623. Let me fix that. Yeah, so I look at the VIX normally because it kind of gives me an idea of the SPY. So let's go look at the SPY just to see where we are today. This is an interesting week in the market. Why? Because we have the FOMC minute rate decision on Wednesday, I believe. So that's something to be mindful of. And to see SPY back at this 563 high here is interesting, right? So where are our trouble places for the SPY today? It seems as if, we came up. Let me get that back. Okay, so it looks like we came up and test this high of 562.75 here, only to get rejected. So that created a gathering spot for us, and we broke out of that gathering spot to the downside. Now it looks as if we're finding support here, which was the 50 EMA and a previous support line that we had marked. So where are our trouble places for the SPY as of right now? We could very well find support at this 561.28. If we lose that level, 561.15 is the ATR trailing stop. Now this is to the downside. If we break that ATR trailing stop at the 561.15, just know 560.99, 560.87, and 560.71 is going to be trouble places for us. If by chance we break that 560.71, we can come all the way back to this 559.84 area for the SPY. Under that 559.84, just know we can have trouble around the 559.67. So where are our trouble places to the upside for the SPY? Let's look at that. If by chance we get back above, let's say, the 561.93, we should have trouble somewhere around the 562.06. And I say should, but nothing is guaranteed in the market. We could possibly have trouble around that area. Let me rephrase that. So again, we could possibly have trouble around the 562.06 area, 562.29, 562.56, 562.75, 562.91, and again at 563.19. Those are places for the SPY to the upside and to the downside. Again, I look at support and resistance on a much smaller scale. Why? Because I need to know where my trouble places are if I am entering the trade, or if I'm already in the trade, I need to know where I'm going to have trouble, right? So we are looking at Tesla, and Tesla had made a high of 231.96, which is here. So where are our trouble places for Tesla as of right now? It seems as if we were trading in this zone here. We broke out of that only to come down to find support on the 50 EMA, kind of like what the SPY just did, right? So where are the trouble places? The 50 EMA is right here at the 229.57. Under that gives us, we could possibly have trouble at 228.75, under 228.75, 228.10, under that 227.41, again at 226.13, and 225.21, which brings us kind of close to this 200 EMA on this 30-minute chart for Tesla at 225.04. So those are places to the downside that I would definitely watch for Tesla. Now, if by chance we get back above this 231.15, just know we can come back and retest 232, again 232.54, and beyond 232.54, 236.29. If we break that 236.29, just know 238.27 and again 239.49. Those are places to the upside that I would be careful and watch Tesla, because again, Tesla does what Tesla does, and it normally exceeds its ATR, meaning if it goes up, it normally exceeds the amount. And let's see how much the ATR is for Tesla as of today. It is on average $10.73. So Tesla can move $10.73 in either direction, up or down, and again, it normally exceeds that amount. So let's go to AMD and see where we are. AMD is losing support at this ATR trail and stop at the 151. We've lost that. We made a low here of 150.41, as you can see here. Now, if we continue to the downside, our trouble places are going to be around 149.63, under 149.63, 148.23, 147.60, 147.14 area, and if we break that 147.14, just know 146.57 brings us right back where this 200 EMA is on this 30-minute chart. So if you trade AMD today, I always say y'all trade carefully. I would watch that 146.71 area. If we break that, we could very well continue to the downside. Now to the upside, if by chance we break back above, let's say this area of 151.52 area, we could possibly have trouble at 151.80, 152.18, 152.64, 152.98, and again at 153.32. Those are places that I would watch for the upside for AMD. Now if we break this level of 153.31 to the upside, just know we can come back and retest 154.02. So those are going to be our trouble places to the upside and to the downside for AMD. And if by chance you trade that today, I always say y'all trade carefully, and once it goes against your why, get out. Live to trade another day, right? So we are now looking at NVDA. Where are our trouble places? It looks as if we're creating a gathering spot here, which is kind of close to what we had already marked at the 117.01 area. So where are our trouble places for NVIDIA? I would definitely watch the 117.22, and this is to the upside. If by chance we break back to the upside, 117.60, 117.86, was that 117? Yes, 117.86, 118.60. If we break that 118.60, it has the 50 EMA, the 20 EMA, and a previous resistance line. So that may be a strong area of resistance, that 118.30. If we can break above that, I would definitely watch that level for NVIDIA. Now, above the 118.30, just know we could possibly have trouble at 118.53 and again at 118.77. Above 118.77, 119.17 is going to be a trouble place, and NVIDIA is an inside day candle. It is, yes. So if by chance we break above 119.96, just know that 120.79 is the target to the upside. Now let's look at the downside. If by chance we break under this 116.89, we could possibly come down to 115.38 and find support. Under the 115.38, we can come back to the 114.41. So yes, NVIDIA was an inside day candle, and we've already broke through the trigger to the downside, which was with 117.60. So under that 117.60 gave us this downside target of 115.38. So yeah, I would definitely trade NVIDIA carefully today. Again, it is an inside day candle. Above 119.96 gives us a target of 120.79. Under 117.60 gives us a downside target of 115.38. So if you trade NVIDIA today, trade carefully, y'all. So I pray that everyone, I hope that everyone have a very profitable and a very, very productive day. Let me say that. And I always say like, share, comment, and subscribe, because we learn and we grow together, y'all. So until next time, be blessed as well as a blessing unto others.